Hello there, my name is Catherine Valley. I'm a PTA student here at Tens Kritik. Can I verify your name and date of birth? Alright, and do I consent to treat you today?
Yes.
And do you know where you are? And what day of the week is it?
Tuesday.
Okay, excellent. So what we're going to be doing today is, I see from your chart you have some radiating pain from, you have a herniated disc at C3, C4, is that correct?
Yeah.
And it's going down that right side up onto that shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With that, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing some TENS, and what that is just a machine that will give you some electric current through your skin, and what that should feel like is, should feel like a paresthesia, kind of like, you know, when your foot falls asleep and you get that numbness tingling, that's kind of what we should feel.
Okay.
There should be no pain, and it's with gate theory, so what that means is while it's on, you'll have pain relief, and it'll last for a little bit, but it doesn't last too long after, okay? So could you give me a pain scale, 0 being no pain, 10 being the worst pain today?
4.
A 4, okay. And then with that pain you experience, are there any sort of activities in your daily life that are limited because of that pain?
Maybe just some reaching and walking that aggravates it a bit.
Okay, understandable. And then with that, what are your goals moving forward for therapy?
Just to lower my pain or go pain free.
Okay, perfect. Now, before we can continue, I just have a couple questions and a bunch of things to go over just to make sure that this is safe to continue with, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a cardiac pacemaker?
No.
And then I saw on your chart that active range of motion is not contraindicated, so that's great. Do you have any active bleeding in the area?
No.
Any malignancy or cancer? I already asked you and you're not disoriented, so that's great. Are you pregnant at this time?
No.
No? Okay. Do you have any sort of superficial metal implants near that area?
No.
And then I am going to do a skin sensation, so I will check that. And you don't have any open wounds that you're aware of?
No.
Okay. And you don't have any swelling in the area at all?
No.
Okay. I will not be performing this over your carotid sinus, laryngeal, or pharyngeal, or your eyes. And then this is not to be used while operating heavy machinery. This is only for external use. We would not want this anywhere near a child. Irritated skin, we wouldn't do that. And then I'll be monitoring if you had a myocardial disease or any arrhythmia. We'll be extra careful to monitor your vitals, okay? So now I'm gonna go ahead and do a skin inspection. So I'm just gonna come around here, take a peek. Your skin is intact. So now what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna do a light deep sensation test. So what I'm gonna be doing is I will show you. So this is what light feels like, and this is deep. So I'm going to be applying that throughout the area, and I want you to tell me what you are feeling, okay?
Okay. Light. Deep. Deep. Light. 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 Deep. Deep.
Okay, excellent. Good. So then next we're going to do some active range of motion, just kind of get that area moving. So I want you to bring your chin to your chest, look up towards the ceiling, bring your one ear to your shoulder and the other, and then turn all the way around. And if you could raise your shoulders, raise your elbows, bring your shoulders up in front of you. Was there any pain with that?
No.
Just the same as it was?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So just to kind of let you know, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing conventional TENS, which is, like I said, it's going to be gate theory. It's going to be that light paresthesia. It shouldn't be uncomfortable or painful. It's just kind of a goofy sensation that that's not really normal, but it should feel relieving for that pain. So I'm going to just turn this on so I can make sure my parameters are set. So we are doing conventional. So on the machine is going to be set to normal. Your pulse width is going to be 80 because the normal is 50 to 125. Your pulse width is going to be set to 90 because the normal is between 50 and 110. And then for this, we are going to do around 30 minutes today just to start, but that can go up to 24 hours. But like I said, we're just going to start with 30 minutes for today. Okay?
Yes.
Now I'm going to go ahead and come around and get you all set up. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on, and then can you go ahead and show me where about your pain radiates down that?
Like
Right in here? Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and start with your neck. Oh, before I put my pads on, I'm going to sanitize the skin with some rubbing alcohol. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get these leads plugged in. Nothing is on at this time. I'm just still kind of connecting everything. Okay. So before I go ahead and turn it on, I just want to remind you that what this should feel like is some light paresthesia, kind of that numb, tingling feeling. It should not feel any pain, so if at any point you do feel pain, be sure to let me know. And then you can ring your bell, and I will also just be right around here, okay? So we're going to start by turning the leads up on your neck, okay? So as you start to feel the sensation, I want you to let me know, and then tell me when you feel like that is kind of where it's comfortable for you, okay? So we're going to go ahead and start with that neck leads. I'm starting to feel it. Feeling a little bit. Still feeling okay? Your neck is spazzing. Okay, so that's about at 3.5. I'm gonna go ahead and put your shoulder leads up. You feeling okay? Let me know when you start to feel it. I'm starting to feel it. Okay. And how's that? Is that good sitting?
Yeah.
You can stay there for 30 minutes, you think? Alright. So I'm just gonna let this here, and that was how we're gonna stay for now. We're going to say it's been about 5-10 minutes. Are you still feeling okay?
Yep.
Okay. And we're gonna say it has been the full 30 minutes. So your time is up. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the machine off, starting with your neck. And now your shoulder. I'm gonna disconnect all your leads. And as I'm doing this, I wanna just let you know that we're not going to do this at home just because it's so new, but what you can do to kind of help maintain your pain is you can apply an ice pack to the area for up to 15 minutes, and when you do that, I would like you to make sure that you have layers of protection between your skin and the ice pack just so that you don't get too irritated. Like I said, up to 15 minutes, and you can do that 2 to 3 times a day, kind of as you experience that pain. Okay?
Gotcha.
Alright. And then if you if you could show me that active range of motion again, bring your chin to your chest, all the way up, side to side, ear to shoulder, good. And with your arm motions, good. How was that?
Good.
And then if you could give me a pain scale again, 0 being no pain, 10 being the worst pain you ever felt, what would you say your pain scale is?
2.
2? Okay, excellent. So we've had a little bit of a decrease. I'll clean that up in a second. I'm going to go ahead and check your skin again. Your skin is still looking good. It's intact. Do you have any further questions for me?
No.
All right. Thank you so much for letting me work with you. Sanitize, sanitize, sanitize.